And back to go to eat a gold, looking like she wanna get it, like you wanna know how I fuck gold. And you could try to mess the instrumental up just to say I didn't flow it right. I ain't got it, write it down. You couldn't even quote it right to go to read a kind of code, a cop off chord, and looking like I'm going in. I got the score off the backboard like I'm all in the lane, looking like it's James with no half in time and going mad at what I'm doing before you didn't know I'm rhyming. Rounding where you at, looking like you rent. In fact, looking like I got more before you see how I rent with that. And I ain't even run the time out the clock, looking like I get it before you gotta get your curry pop off the 3 and screen before you try to see on screen. I got something going and I make your tummy ache like bad spleen. And I ain't gotta say what you were saying, blast me. Blast at what you seeing before you see your last dream. And us is waking up to see your brother feed free, looking like an MLK, looking like I didn't gotta get my K. I'm okay, and if you looking for the nighttime, see me in your crazy future past and leave your right mind. Better be hesitant before I bring the present scent. Gift wrap with a whole bunch of different flowers from different bits, looking like the itch could get rich before you snitch a bitch. Walk around and looking like I had to be on some different and if you wanna notice it, I guess she wanna go get sick, or she just wanna get a newer boo baby. Oh, she thick. Hey man, it's a thick boy, the rich boy, looking like who get toy. Looking like she came around, she wanna get some new joy. Going on to this, on the line, he might really gonna might really be looking like he sounded like he didn't really know how he ain't got design to follow and see. Flowing see the desire, looking like you got a desire right to your eye. Matter what you didn't do it, that's why you despise. So move the ride, for you didn't see how I go R-O. Looking like you gotta see how it really didn't go. And that's an R to the rest. Looking like who did their best before they tried to cop the O's and didn't get it for the less. Should I say, get it for the cheap? Looking like who chirp, matter what you heard, because the birds ain't say the word, but the streets just knocking at your door like it was sweeping clean. Looking like get a sardine, a fish dream. Looking like you didn't know how to think sardine. Probably like you getting some bread, like the order mean. The S to H could go and get a O to T to T to A. Matter what I didn't get, Marley and okay, I'm looking sounding like the flow is like gnarly. Matter what I get the old school game Atari, and then win it like it was the time that is ought to be, and go ahead and matter what it ought to be. And looking like who floating over and looking like he didn't rose, and you was going in, we say he ain't even really be chosen. And that's just off the C, looking like you hating me to see the O before you gotta see the C. And back to go to E to N, you trying to go get even then. In the end, I ain't gotta add the E to educate you in the end. And that's just mad and what you didn't see again. Chosen to be rosin, looking like I didn't know it. Looking like who mad at what they seeing before I didn't quote it. Now they wanna come back, flies diva, rock the boat it. And that's aborting off the mission before you try to get commission. You might as well clean the dishes, looking like you didn't dish it. For it's possible this, matter what you thought about, you know it won't impossible be it. Getting rich, I ain't even gotta be poor. Matter what I get before you didn't have to see more. She ignored, now she waking up later, she gon' snore. You was trying to get off work early, clocking and hitting snore. Now I'm getting cash when I ain't even gotta have no more. Have you asking questions looking like you didn't have no more. Nothing to say for us no to reply. Matter what you didn't do, cause you couldn't rebuttal her. Looking like you see who knew, for you gotta see who there. And if you see who there, I guess you already know who ain't where. Where you is, matter what you looking for, matter what she looking at, she wanna get it at the door, and you ain't even got you ain't even got a knock for opportunity to come around and make you a new op. Got a new drop, it ain't cad though. She just came around, she had to get the bag, she bragged though. She too looking bad and she ain't even bad with her bag though. She was already bagged before I had to get her bag, and she just wanted to come around, but she ain't want to get you back. She said you was looking catty, trying to pick her up her baggy. Kinda lag, came around, who kinda back? And I ain't got a full circle to rewind it back. And that's just off to go ahead to free the ways to go and get it flipped to chilies before you got a G-OK, C-OK, and matter looking at her looking like she okay. If you asking questions, you was with your people's new way. peoples looking like your pupils, looking like you trying to spar. Came around, you didn't know. RIP the address, par to go. Looking like who pardon lay. Pardon what I didn't do before you had to start to say. And if you want to know the read the play before you re-imply, looking like she a ponder where we at. The William guys, the DM guys, looking like that I am in instantly her grandma. Grammy getting this, she grabbing my thing like a gram. I ain't even have to tell her to push the O. She put it in her face before I even pushed it towards her nose. You could be no and see. Later on, she ain't no and see. Matter where you at, you ain't barely floating at O and C. O and C, that's Pacific. Guess I'm doing that specific. Later on, that's on the time the Eastern Shore Division. Find the L had a A, get an A, and I landed that. See me how I came around, I ain't even landed back. Or should I say, in the end, gotta owe and go and see like it's bills I owe again. The Billy Ocean again before you gotta get a list. I get it off the list. At least I did this. At Go Atlantis, looking like I freeze like an Arctic. Take a chance, for I had a different risk. And if you wanna go ahead and get a rock. Looking like Antarctica, I got the ice that make you freeze and stop. For the Roger Cop. Or should I say to freeze the cop to go to get the carrots, looking like you rabbit rabies, looking like you hate these, get up off these like a squirrel, no nuts, looking like you frozen your ice age up, no luck. That's just for the show to freeze, looking like I froze up, I hose up, I already balled on you like I the rose up. See me came around like you talking that bullish and got a cow to go ahead and get it like you beautician. And she just wanna milk the clock. I told her she can come around. She wanna really get it out. Like, no reason to time it going out. The beef ain't even getting cut. Fake to figure out. She was bad. That's Owen then. Call her babe. She was gooing. That's Owen Win. Gooing looking like she cream. That's the cream of crop. You matter what I didn't do before I couldn't stop. Go ahead and diddy stop the hitty hop. Looking like I notoriously big packs that where you bigger props. Bigger props, digger props. Before you lean and stop. Before you sipping, I wake you up from your dream. For you a different shop. I owe the shop a horror. Before I see it more. Before you tryna eat, I guess I get it like you ain't eat no more. And that's the Mario and try to go and get the Luigi. I make you clean the windshields like you was a bum. See squeegee. I got $1, you got kids, so you could do that like Chappelle did. Get up off my dick. They said, I ain't talking about you. That's the D to A, okay? The D that was the go ahead and say the A. Looking like I did it on the Ave, like I made a way. That's just off the C before you gotta get the hate to see. Hate to see, I got an app before you could pal and see. Pal and see, or should I say fall? Like Jack and Jill, I hear you see before you didn't stand tall. Plan to see, now you want the back to say, did he go do O and K? I got the eye to see where I didn't go, okay? And if I took it there, I guess you know and say, I kicked it with you like most definitely anyway. And in the car, that's a Kickstarter off the page, getting paid before I didn't even have my flow paid. My flow paid like it's birthday. Later on, she get it on the time and in the worst way. But in the past day, it's before the later day. Even her after way, even if it was a different way, it had a way. And that's the time to go to pass, looking like it's past before you get it dirty. Out the chest to say you looking like who bum, you ain't 30, like who laughing, looking like we getting it before you didn't get half a dub, clean as a hairy tub out the tub. Before they try to put the face on the new Jackson dub, take his dub before I didn't jack you, son. Matter what I didn't do, cool like Gucci with a buried gun. That's just go and say how you earning one. They ain't even know you had a 10 before you didn't get the 4. And the 10-4 told you was 10 times 4. That's a 40 though. Divide that and see how you gonna get it from shorty though. Came up shortly though. And that's just how I going for it. Alexander came around at your door. And mad what you didn't see. In the past still resurrect before you didn't see. How could it be? You asking questions, how could it be and shouldn't it be? And matter what you thought it is, cause you didn't know it's me. And he tried to go to hand, matter what he did, you matter what he didn't do again. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Gets close, back down, looking like up where? Up there. Up there. Hand up to the plans up. The reason that you stand up. To stand up to the sit down. She want to do some now the quieted to say when. No matter what you didn't say when we ain't say when. And they blow.